everybody on YouTube and welcome. If you've never been here before, my name is Gaby and we are playing some Naya Feather in Standard today. This is new M20 Standard. Basically this deck already existed with War of the Spark, but it's got some cool new additions from M20 that are green in particular, and that makes us play Naya instead of just like the regular white-red feather deck as a lot of people usually play it. This is also a donation deck by Yuka, so thank you Yuka for submitting this. If you are interested in submitting a donation deck, the links to the instructions to do that are also going to be in the description below, along with this deck list. So what are the cool new things with Naya Feather? I guess if you're not familiar with a Naya Feather deck, it's all centered around Feather. Basically, it's really good stats. It's just 3 mana for a 3/4 flyer, but the cool and the reason to play this deck is her ability. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature you control, you exile it instead of putting it into your graveyard. As it resolves, if you do, it comes back to your hand at the beginning of the next end step. So it's important to, on like your second main phase or whatever, like that's when you want to target Feather and then get the stuff back at end step, and then you can do it on your turn, you can do it on their turn. It's pretty cool. The cool new additions are God's Willing, which I honestly can't believe they reprinted God's Willing, but it's really good with Feather. Because you can just keep buying it back. It protects Feather from everything, and you also get to scry one as you do that. And then Season of Growth is a pretty cool enchantment. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, scry one. You don't have that many creatures enter the battlefield, but the second clause, whenever you cast a spell that targets a creature you control, draw a card. So you get to actually scry through your whole deck and find the good stuff. Everything else are spells that work with your creatures. You have a bunch of creatures that have heroic, not actual heroic, it's basically heroic without the keyword. Whenever you cast a spell that targets 10th District Legionnaire, it's heroic. Put a +1/+1 counter on 10th District Legionnaire and then scry one. And then Dreadhorde Arcanist is really cool because it can buy stuff back from the yard, and if you have a Feather in play, you can actually like exile it and get it back into your hand at the end. So like if you have Dreadhorde Arcanist Feather and you Defiance Strike one from the yard, you can exile it at the end, get it back into your hand. So that does work. Reckless Rage is pretty cool because it's a removal spell that you can keep buying back with Feather, because you can target your own Feather, it doesn't kill her. You can target your Arcanist, doesn't kill it. You can even target 10th District Legionnaire and it gets the counter on it, so it doesn't die either. Yeah, that's the deck. It's a pretty cool deck. Jules, can we not do this? Hold on, let me go close the door. My Jewel dog is being loud as always. Then she's gonna come in here and like scratch at the door and be like, why did you close the door? I wanted us to hang out. Is there anything that can take the place of Feather? This deck actually, if you want to play it, Feather is like the one card you can't skimp on. You can try to play with 3 Feather, but like it is the thing, it's the glue that holds all the feathers together, if you will. So you can definitely play around with which kinds of spells and stuff you want. Like a lot of these things are commons and uncommons. Like the Dreadhorde Arcanist is a rare, so is this, and everything else is an uncommon. Like common, uncommon, uncommon, common, common, uncommon, uncommon. So this isn't a super hard deck to build in that perspective. The problem is the lands. The lands are all like rares, 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 rares. So if you're looking into building this deck, maybe like get the lands first and then work on the spells. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. The glue that holds the feathers together is usually called a bird. Oh, 13th, like, you don't need Feather to win with this deck. Like Dreadhorde Arcanist and the 10th District Legionnaire can do it on its own, but the deck really ticks when you have Feather in play. So you should have 4 feathers if you're trying to play this deck. Yeah, you can definitely do like an old-fashioned beatdown. You can just go with 10th District Legionnaire and just like bam, what bam, make it a 5/5. They can't kill it. They try to kill it, God's Willing, and you're dead. Like that does happen too. So let's go to regular ranked. Well, Boros Aggro is a different archetype. You can also build Boros Aggro. Oh my gosh. This is the problem with playing Naya. You have Goob Gates. You have Clifftop Retreat, Sun Petal Grove. Yeah, exactly. Lumiere has it perfect. If you don't have Feather, you can just build a different aggro deck and it's totally fine. This is more of a combo deck, and it is much better when you do have Feather. If this were in the perfect situation to use the London Mulligan in, I wouldn't know how to find it. So yeah, look, this is much better. We can keep this one. We can't cast Feather, unfortunately, because it's double white. But I think we can keep... Keeps? Classic Naya Feast. That's an archetype you're very familiar with, right, Luis? Luis is like, I've been in the Naya swamp before. Of course not, my Morty. I think we can bottom the Season of Growth. I think we'd rather have double 10th District Legionnaire. Less so these days, luckily, yeah. Because I think because we know we can't cast this, we want to have this and a backup one in case it doesn't work out. Oh yeah, not me there. I like the London Mulligan quite a bit. Oof. Yeah, Bending Feather would have worked out much better, huh? So I guess we want to just play Time District Legionnaire and hope they don't have a busted turn. But I think if our turn is just shock the Electromancer pass, it's so bad. And given that we have 2 10th districts, I'm okay if they trade here. You just booked your flight to Denver? Ayo! That's awesome, Slew Bars. Are you excited? Because I'm excited. I'm hoping they don't bring back a Phoenix this turn. I'm super excited for Denver too. I haven't played in the GP in so long. It's been like literal... It's been like at least half a year. I can't even remember what's the last GP I played in. Oh, come on. We should figure out Denver Planarinos, Luis. It's hard for me to think about Denver plans because... Oh man, it's so awkward. Yeah, I would be down to play more werewolves. So awkward because we're missing white sources for this to be like actual good. They're probably gonna use that. You should, Lumiere. It's a good time. Okay, that was not too bad. They still don't have a Phoenix in the yard, but they're gonna have like a Drake here. That's not too bad. Attacking and then God's willing this isn't even good. So let's just get Feather going. Can't cast God's willing, but we will at some point. And now when we untap, well, if we untap with Feather, we have God's willing available to us, and we can start God's willinging the 10th District Legionnaire maybe. The last GP Denver you played was in Absent. Oh my gosh, Lumiere, I was there at that GP. It was like 4 years ago, right? Oh no! Don't kill my Feather, so rude. Alright, Dobbs. Drawing... No, not Arcanist. I wanted to say, God, I forget the name. The, like, 4 to their creature, 2 to ours. Would be such a good draw here. Reckless Rage. That would have been so sick. Yeah, that's true, Sponzy. But we are in a spot where, like, we still can't activate. And we can't even really attack with 10th District here. Collision Clauses would be good, too. Sure. Nothing useful. We're gonna have to take another 5 and just like it. Alright, we need to start drawing some cantrips. Woo! Well then. Are we not required to like it? Okay, cool. I just wanted to double check. Spooky, spooky thunder outside. I think it's more important for us to collision the Crackling Drake. Yeah, did you hear that? It's so loud. It's comboing off. Okay, I think we have to do the following. This doesn't have trample. Okay. This is not good, but I think this is the play. We go kill God Eternal Kefnet, target God's Willing to 10th District Legionnaire right now. can't kill both, right? Feather is each turn, not actually turn. Feather is each turn, but Collision, Colossus, I can't actually, like, buy it back. Yeah, Time Twister, we could do that too. Attack, Collision, and then potentially... Because I was thinking that I might have to block here, but that actually is a fine sequence of events. We can go just swing with Feather. Sure. Now, we need to do red, green. We just have to collision. And I'm gonna collision Kefnet, I think. We're just gonna have to try to race this thing. And then we can, God's willing, the 10th District Legionnaire. Whoa, what's going on outside? And buy it back. So that we can, because we want to just get counters on this thing. It's like pretty important. That's good. Yeah, we can keep that on top. It doesn't really matter what we pro it. Keep it on top. And now we get that back. And then we want to put a stop on their second main phase. Okay, so they have got Eternal Kefnet back, but that's fine. We can shrink that. 6. I didn't want them to swing with Legionnaire. I guess I could swing with Legionnaire and still Colossus that one. Wow, they were off it. I didn't want them to block the Legionnaire. I wanted them to block Feather. But I guess we could have done the other one too. I don't know why they scooped. They were not close to dead. Maybe they felt bad because they punted by discarding the Phoenix. That was a very early concede. Angel of Vitality, 3 mana 2/2. If you would gain life, you gain that much life +1. Angel of Vitality gets +2/+2 as long as you have 24 or more. I think that was like a tilt scoop. Like, oh snap, I discarded the wrong one. Blah, and you're just off it, and you just... Do you guys hear that super loudly? I hope they stop. Because I want to have the door open, but it's like pretty loud out there. This is fine. Yeah, Snare Thopter mode sometimes is the real deal. Having to pay MSRP is not too bad. Okay, so I think the sequencing here, because Rootbound Crag is not going to come into play on top no matter what we do, is to go Rootbound Crag first, Plains Clifftop Retreat, and we go like Plains 10th District, Clifftop Retreat, Feather. I'm like medium tempted to kill it, but I think it's really important to get 10th District out. Alright, that thing's too loud. Let me go close the window. Swear to God, all I want to do is stream with my window open and there's always just so much nonsense. It's back to my turn. They play a Crawl Harpooner, they hit me, and then that's all that happened. Yeah, Tenchu, you missed me, Amps. But I think we're gonna go back to Vamps, like, pretty soon, because I actually really like playing that deck, and I think it's one of the decks that I might consider for your GP Denver. Here we don't attack. Hold on. We could attack, and if they block, we could go Defiant Strike, counter, and then shock the Pelt Collector and get rid of their board. But then we don't buy anything back. That's just so bad. There's the Golos Gate Shift deck. Oh my gosh, Gareb, for reals. Yeah, I think Vamps is for reals, Molly. Like, it's a deck I would actually consider for the GP Denvers. Alright, don't Collision Colossus my Feather. Just don't do that. Yeah, I am like very much considering it as like one of the decks I want to play. They grew that guy. They don't really have attacks here. Okie dokie smokies. All you heard about Golo Shift is that it's unplayable. That's funny. I guess we can attack with almost everyone here. We could shock the Harpooner just to get rid of it. Yeah, and send with it. Yeah, just to have it be gone. And then we need to make sure we have white, white, and red. That leaves us the right things. And then send with... Yeah, we played some Flash Wolves. They double blocked me, so I can go up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And toughness goes up to 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I get it all with shock, so it doesn't really matter which way I assign it. That way is fine. So let's go Defiant Strike. No thanks. That could have been better. I think I'm gonna try to kill them all. I think it's worth it. You would save it maybe for a Harpooner. I kind of think I want to get rid of both of them. Season of Growth is not bad. Yeah, this is fine. Alright, and then just buy back the 2. The next turn I can play Season of Growth and Defiant Strike, and just grind into some good stuff. Just popping in because I wanted to ask how the elements... It was good. It was good, Eric. I think that deck is real. There's 2 different variants of... Shock your own guys to get back to shock. There's 2 different variants of elementals. There's like the grindy, like more grindy version of it. And there's a less grindy version of it. So you can decide which one you prefer. But they're both quite good. Okay, so I think... How good is Chandra deck? I've only played it against once. I know, we're gonna draw a ton. Let's just do this now. Ooh, hello. I don't mind that. That's really good here. That was very sweet. And now you can play Sun Petal Grove. Does that come into play on tap? It does. I have a Plains. Bunch of collision clauses. I drew another feather in case they may happen to kill mine. Alright, we kind of got to do the thing. That was kind of sweet. Buy back the collision. Yeah, and the Reckless Rage and the Defiant Strike. We can bin the Sacred Foundry. I guess it's 1 less damage, but we could have done it on their turn to not have to discard. But it actually changes our clock, so I think I'd rather put him on a 2-turn clock. Yay! Look at us ranking up. Is Deckmaster not working? Let me turn on Deckmaster. I think it might not have M20 cards, but I can definitely turn on Deckmaster. Sometimes it doesn't work. Yeah, that's true, Molly. We're drawing so much, it doesn't really matter, huh? Oh, that's true. We have a 1-turn clock with Colossus because we drew 2, right? That's not too bad. Feather's really cool, White Gamer. We're playing in Sand Viper, our toughest matchup yet. Look at this snake on snake violence. Oh, we have the Mulligan this hand. We don't have any white sources. This hand's not too bad. We can't play the Feather yet, but I think the Feather's so good we kind of have to keep it. We can bin Collision Colossus. It's like the most clunky card in the hand, I think. Like this. And we can go Sacred Foundry, Woodbound Crag, play Dread Hurricanist, and then hope to draw a land for Feather. And if not, Dread Hurricanist can go Defiant Strike, buy it back from the yard. That's not too bad. Yeah, let's do that. Mono reds. Oh, goblins. Okay. Alrighty. Triple white for feather with God's willing seems like... Yeah, it is Sponzy, but you also, like, a lot of times this deck plays feather without protection and just hopes that the first one lives, so it's okay when that happens too. The Dozier, did they give it unblockable? They must have, yeah. I want to try playing goblins too. That could have been better. So I think what we do here is we just Defiant Strike pre-combat. Or actually, timeout. Maybe this is better. Shock the Dozier, attack with Dreadhorde Arcanist, flashback, shock, kill the courier. Yeah, I think with goblins, I probably just want to keep their board clear. It means that I can't draw a card this turn for something. Like... See, yeah, this is just Fork Bolt. This is the poor man's Fork Bolt. And then we can also hold up God's Willing in case they try to, like, burn my Dreadhorde Arcanist. You got browned by the Tutor Goblin. That's fine. Now we can attack. I could Sponzy, but I'm kind of thinking now that let me see. I think it's better to have God's Willing up than Defiant Strike. I think it's just like slightly better. Chandra? Sure.
Hey, don't start any fires without me.
Making some elementals.
Oh, they're so cute.
They are so cute. I love this Chandra. She's so sweet. Okay, I think here I do probably want to Defiant Strike to cycle because I'm gonna want to cast it from the yard. Ooh. Ooh, those were not bad draws. But I kind of just want to feather this turn. I think that's fine. Let's go Dreadhorde Arcanist and cast this onto this and put it down to 2. You liked waiting for potential lethal on Chandra? What did you want to do? Like, Defiant Strike? We could also, like, wait on this. That's actually a good point. So let me go... No, this totally works. We can just go feather. This works the way we want it to. Go that way. 3 Defiant Strikes with a lethal. That's true. We could have gone Defiant Strike, flashback 1. Damn it, Sprint's not bad.
I'm telling the abbots.
Bogando, I was playing the 2-1 Ascend. We had an updated list, Bogando. If you want to go here.
Go get him, buddies.
I actually think I'd rather take it in case they have Lightning Strike because I think their deck's not going to have that many ways to kill a feather. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. Let's see what this is. Chandra's Spitfire and another light up the stage. Yeah, Sponzy, I think I'd rather just try to untap with Feather than anything else. They have another Chandra Spitfire, but they don't have a... They haven't played a land yet, have they? Hey, Sir Titania, how are you? I think they might have, and now they're like locked into not being able to do... Yeah, of course, Bogando. Oh, boy. That was aggressive. They've been to another Chandra and a mountain. Wow. Okay, given what's going on here, I don't really know what my opponent's doing, but I think we want to go, like, be pretty aggressive. So let's go Rootbound Crag. We can go Samet Sprint, flash it back, shock that, Defiant Strike, and then hold up. Oh, we could flashback shock on Feather to get it back. I kind of thought that it's better to sprint it and just try to go. It is a good line though. I like a Time Twister. So I mean, it starts for sure with shocking the Chandra.
I am not happy right now.
Yeah, so let's go. Oh, that's right. They don't hit the yard ever. Let me, hold on. Cancel that order. Go like this. I tapped this wrong. I just didn't want us to time out. We're not gonna miss attack. We're not gonna miss attacks. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't you worry. Yeah. To get it back. You say that, but nah, we're totally fine. We got everything back. Okay, so they draw 2 and they have these 2 left over. So they have 2 Spitfires. We actually have God's Willing, so we can... God's Willing to give this pro red. Sure, I accept. I might actually just shock and go face. That's fine. Are they trying to enable spectacle for light up the stage? They must. I think that means I just shock the firebrand. Because I can buy it back with... Nah, face. I can just buy it back with Dread Hurricanus, though. Do I care about light up the stage? Not too much. No, that's actually very true, too. Let's go... Oh, shoot. How much damage is this? 4. So we can 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Buy back this 10, 11. So we're 1 mana short. I guess I should, if I just went face, we could have killed them here. This is still fine to do though. Let's go 1, 2. Face was the place. It was right to actually do that. Oh no, actually, my math is wrong because I needed a God's Willing to be able to attack into Chandra Spitfire anyway. So let me undo. Just attack with both. It's fine. We can just go face. We can't let him block. Like, their last chapter is not actually going to do anything. And depending on how we block, we'll Collision, Colossus, and nothing. You just opened 3 Leylands and sealed? That sucks. Right, so we're at what? 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh no, they actually not blocking made them... They needed a block. I'm surprised they didn't block with a spitter. Do you think about standard red deck wins gets the boost with the elementals and the Chandra Spitfire Cavalcade of Calamity combo? I feel like if you're playing mono red, you don't want to bother with Cavalcade of Calamity. Your deck is just so good without having to bother with like an enchantment or making your creature shittier to trigger it. You just want to play mono red, I think. The 1-drop has a chance it's like a 2-1 for 1. Yeah, but I mean, I guess if they're not dead there, maybe they can peel enough stuff to burn us. Oh, you're talking about deck building, Yuka. I gotcha. I was thinking like how they could kill us from that spot. They needed a lot of stuff. The thing about Gate 2 Lava Runner is that card's actually just pretty good. This one looks decent. We're gonna have to play Feather just like straight up. Oh man, I don't really want to play Feather straight up against this deck though. We might have to take it nice and easy. I don't think Fry is worth main decking, no. Good job killing the rally boss, chat.
Keep an open mind.
Well, that's kind of an awkward thing for them to reveal. We can't pro that at all. Wow, playing this feather is so unbelievably awkward. I can't just protect her every turn. They have Kaya's Wrath. This is super, super duper awkward for me. So I think we still don't play feather just because like running her into known wrath with like a bajillion other cards in hand is bad.
Prepare.
No, you can't. Protection only works from targeted spells. Yeah, this isn't damage. So this says like destroy all creatures, and this protects like protection works for a specific target. So like if I played feather and they tried to Teferi to bounce it, I could protect that. But yeah, they literally have like stuff for Kaya's Wrath. I guess what we can do is feather and sprint it and kill Teferi. That doesn't... Yeah, time to strike. I feel like we can't win this game. We're in a really, really rough spot. Oh yeah, you're right, silly Esper. You're totally right. We just can't win this game, I don't think. I think we are supposed to feather and kill one of these. I think we're supposed to do this and kill Teferi. Or maybe Narsa, just because we can't draw extra cards while this is in play. Yeah, I feel like we are daubers. We don't want that. Yeah, this is a bad matchup. I think the hope has to be that we, like, draw a couple of the 2/2 that has heroic. And then, like, with that, maybe sprint it and then get a couple counters on it. Esper deck is very well set up against us, basically.
Trust me, I have a plan.
See, but did you see other people in chat who were, like, unfamiliar with the fact that God's Willing doesn't protect from Wrath? This is the reason I don't like protection. It's really unintuitive. And if you're a newer Magic player, like, why doesn't it protect from Wrath? Like, it feels like it should. Oh, wow. We're gonna get so blown out because of the stupid Teferi. This is horrible. I guess we just attack Teferi and cry when it... Oh, they can also Wrath at instant speed? Alright, I guess we go at Teferi and then feel bad about our lives afterward.
You just let me know if you're up for round 2.
For reals? Why would they let that happen? That's just not... I guess maybe they were worried I had another feather and I would play post-combat, but then they have... Maybe it's their only Kaya's Wrath. Yeah, I mean, I can let them discard something. Like, I can let them discard Reckless Rage. Or let them discard anything and then just go like... Jules! Maybe they forgot they could play it at instant speed? Maybe. I can't God's Willing myself. No, it's only creature, right? Yeah, target creature you control. I think I do cast Sprint because... No, I don't even really care about Sprint. I just let this resolve. They took the Sprint. Feather feels good with God's Willing, except when they have Teferi in play, then you want to just die. Wasn't it better to just take both God's Willing if that was the case? They clearly didn't forget that they could do it at instant speed because they're sorcerying me at their end step. Okay. I'm gonna put a stop on their second main phase.
I'm known for my ex. Let's skip to the good part.
Let's scry. We do pro black, I guess, would be the right thing to name here. They are being very greedy. Nope. Shock feather. Hold on, let me read this real quick. Yeah, so I guess we go Shock. Shock Feather works here. Okay, that was not bad. Okay, cool. And now we can just pass. Get that stuff back. They untap these two. Okay. We have all these shocks. Oh, the celebrations were really good yesterday, Rabbits. Thanks for asking. They still have the Kaya's Rat, so I really want to hold on to this 10th District Legionnaire until afterward. But we can attack to Fairy and then just shock it down. Let me make sure we put a stop on our second main phase here. Yeah, I mean, they're just letting me kill the Fairy.
Do you want me to phase you out of time?
I don't really understand what my opponent's doing.
We will meet again.
Yeah, I like don't get it. Yeah, I'm gonna shock again. I do think I want to shock. Are you sure? Yes. Oh, that's good. Bene! Oh my gosh, how are you? Bene, I heard you're coming for Denver. I'm so excited. That's gonna be a great time. Hold on, let's go like this and this. Another season of growth. Wait, did I mistap? What happened? Oh yeah, I tapped wrong. Like that. I know, I'm so excited, Benny. I'm not stuck with that. I am hype. Look at this. We are doing the thing. We'll give it Pro Black again. Do not need Reckless Rage. And get back Shock and get back God's Willing. Our opponent got kind of greedy, I think. But I still feel like we're not in really good shape. Like, even though they, I think, missed a pretty good window to kill our stuff. We probably want to cycle the Shock here. Like, still... Shock... Yeah, I think we still want to just Shock Cantrip. Because it represents 2 cards that we draw over here. And then we have a couple creatures to play post-combat. Like, this isn't... Oh, that Kaya's Wrath animation is new. That was really cool. Oh my gosh, Bennett... for the last, like, 3 nights, Luis is like, I gotta write my set reviews. It's gonna take me so long. And then I turn around and I hear, like, ba ba ba, and it's just, like, him playing Heroes of Magic. And I'm like, Luis, what are you doing? So... we could deck if we play the third one. I think we kind of have to, though. We're, like, in a spot where... we do need the card advantage. So, do we have... we don't have Samet Sprint, unfortunately. But we can go 10th District Legionnaire. We definitely want to... yeah, no guts, no glory, right? Bottom that. Bottom that. It's not a May ability. It's not a May ability at all. We're just going to YOLO it. I'm feeling frisky. Let's Defiant. Oh god, it tapped me so badly, didn't it? Yeah, that's kind of a shame. That's okay. We can still play... yeah, this is fine. Let's just go at Kaya. Play Defiant Strike, and then I think we play Dreadhorde Arcanist. It's really bad if we lose all our creatures, but they were slow rolling that Wrath so much, I feel like they don't have another one. So maybe we do it anyway. We're probably going to draw another creature with this anyways. Nope. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, so take the damage, and then we can play Dreadhorde Arcanist, because we have a feather now, too.
See me no more.
Do not need more God's Willing, I don't think. Oh my gosh, they scooped! We beat Esper! Feels good, man. That's amazing. I did not think we were winning that. I mean, if my opponent was also playing a creature and Ancestraling every turn, I also wouldn't want to. Oh, what is this? Why is my reward so big?
Teach you even more.
Why did I get this big reward? Is it... Why did I get such a good reward, chat? Oh, I leveled up level 10. Psh, no big deal. Because you completed the event. I wasn't in an event though. Hey, Rob Harvey, welcome to the stream. I know, big reward. Poggers. Let's open it real quick. In the action. Count a target activated ability, triggered ability, or legend. That's such a random... Honestly, no disrespect to wizards, but it honestly feels like they had like a little bullseye like this that just had random things that you can counter in Magic, and they're like throwing 3 darts like bam, 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 and it's like activated ability, triggered ability, and yeah, legendary spell, bam, there you go. Those are the 3 things it counters. Cookie Lord, thank you for the 11 months. How are you, Cookie? Happy Friday. Yay. It's anti-planeswalker tech, but it really just feels so random. It's just like really random things. It's Stifle Bingo, exactly. Yo, not my Morty, thank you for the Prime sub. It seems very good for Commander players. I think Commander players, blue Commander players are probably like poggers. Okay, chat. We're gonna keep playing with Feather, but we are gonna wrap up the YouTube video I'm recording. Okay, so if you are watching this on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed Naya Feather. The mana base is a little bit rougher than the regular Feather deck, but I do think the Season of Growth is totally worth it. As you just saw, we like ran away with a game versus Esper just because we had like a couple Season of Growths down in play. So I do think it makes it worth it. There's other like green cards you can try playing with. I'm not even sure how good Collision Colossus is, though. It is nice that you can have the mode of like buying it back or potentially like shrink a super, not shrink, but like kill a really big flyer. I'll make sure that it is linked in the description if you want to just go ahead and export it immediately into MTGA. And if you want to go see other Magic M20 standard videos, are going to be on youtube.com/GabySpartz. And if you want to come say hi to us in the live stream and see what that all is about, that's on twitch.tv/GabySpartz. Thanks for hanging, YouTube. See ya. If you like this video, you can subscribe for more. And if you want to come say hi to us in the live stream, that's on twitch.tv/GabySpartz. I stream every weekday in the afternoons, Mountain Times. See you later.